Gorgeous. All right. That was, I mean, we're getting a little bit better, I think. Jesus. Okay, this is 100% a purple. It just has to be, right? It just has to be. I really am so excited for a purple. Like, oh my god. 5 KC. I definitely deserve one, right? It should be a 1 in 5. Oh! No way! No way! No way! Come on! Come on! I want the staff. It's gonna be some fucking orb or some jewel or whatever. What's that? Oh! We got the fang! We'll fucking take it, dude. We'll take that. We will take it. All right. I like this place all of a sudden. So, is this better? Raids 3 is fucking awesome. It is honestly the best content in the entire game. That's my opinion, of course. That's very subjective. But, like, the raid went above and beyond my expectations of it. I was pretty sure that Jagex was going to just do a phenomenal job and everything was going to be just... I wasn't... Okay, so here's the thing. I knew the raid would be good, but I didn't know it would be this fun. And I also was almost certain that there would be some rollback or some bullshit or some crazy bugs because a brand new release like this is... I mean, that would be expected by Jagex to absolutely, fuck it up day 1 or day 2. But no, it was a really smooth release for the most part. Of course, there's bugs. There's the little bugs, but for the most part, the raid is just phenomenal. And, they've noted all the bugs, and they've made a post about it, exactly when they'll be fixed, exactly when they're going to come out with ornament kits, for example. Some rooms need some tweaking, some invocations need some tweaking, but damn, like... It feels so smooth. There are a couple rooms that I'm not a huge fan of. Baba being probably the worst room, both the puzzle room and the actual monkey room, the actual Baba boss room. I'm not a huge fan of that. I know I'll get better. It's been literally 3 days since release. But I want to kind of talk about Raids 3. So as you guys saw in the clip, I did get Osmumpton's Fang, 5 KC, total spoon. I also got a Thread, 1 KC on entry. And then I've gotten another one since. And it appears as though whenever you get a purple chest, it's only one of these items right here. So you can't get you get the jewels just from a normal chest. I'm not sure how the pet works. I'm pretty sure the pet you can get from any chest as well, because I literally saw a log where somebody had 2 pets and nothing else. So I don't think it is the same as Chambers. It's more like TOB where you can just get a pet from any chest. Anyway, Osmumpton's Fang, not really sure how good it is with a solo setup, mainly because my invocations that I've been doing is around 200. My plan is to be at around 200 invocations and then work my way up to 300 over the next couple weeks. Find a really good set for 300 so I'm in the expert territory, just barely. And then just pretty much long-term grind out 300 solos. 300 invocation, like the number 300 invocation solo, not 300 solos. However many solos it takes to get all items. The items I want are, of course, Lightbearer Ring. It's cool. It's just called the Lightbearer. Osmumpton's Fang, all Masori. Elidinus Ward. That's very strange that they didn't call it Ward of Elidinus, but I'll take it. This, and then the staff. I do not care about the pet as of right now. I do not care about these jewels, although I'll inevitably get them before I complete everything else, probably. These Cache of Runes is basically... I've never had one yet, but what I read is it just has a bunch of, runes in it, up to, 1,000 or 2,000 blood runes or soul runes or death runes. These capes look really cool too. I haven't seen any of these yet. So anyway, I'm really, really excited to grind. I wrote down a few notes, so let me just look at those real quick. Okay. One thing I love about Raids 3. There are so many things I could just totally go off on about how much I love the raid. But one thing is solos are viable. That is honestly a huge part of why I personally am so happy with this update. Solos are possible and fun. They're not like, all right, time to fucking tick eat for 15 minutes because this was never intentional to be solo. It is, and they've made or what's the word I'm thinking of? They've made shit, I'm spacing it. Anyway, they've made adjustments so that it's possible to solo. I'm missing the word for that. Somebody will write it down in the comments. Anyway, I'm really happy that solos are viable. Who knows what the rates are? Who knows if trios are actually going to end up being the best just because you can complete them quicker? All I'm saying is sustainability means a lot more to me than perfect efficiency. I want to be in a comfortable environment where I don't have to like beg for teams or try to like, all right, you're coming home at this time. You're like just trying to coordinate with teams is always, I don't enjoy it in a video game personally, but I can solo. And even if it is, 20% worse, as we see the drop rates and everything, solos might be worse. I feel like I'll still inevitably do them. And the fact that I already pulled an item in 5KC, and I've seen a lot of other people pull items in solos, it makes me feel like the items aren't crazy, crazy rare, like, initial Nightmare release, which is a good thing. It feels as though items can be obtained as long as, your difficulty settings are on a high number. The other thing is Raids 3 is fun and not frustrating. You know how with TOB hard mode, they just came out with a hard mode that nobody really enjoys because there's just mechanics that aren't even that much more fun. They're just more difficult for the most part. There are a few exceptions. Don't get me wrong. I kind of like the triple yellow phase 3 verse, like where you have to click on all of them. There are things that are fun and a little bit more engaging, but for the most part, people enjoy the fun traditional TOB over like hard modes and stuff. And I think with Raids 3, they nailed the fun aspect. Every room, for the most part, Baba, I don't enjoy that much. Mainly because I've never really enjoyed like wave-based stuff for the most part, where it comes like Nilos, for example. I've never enjoyed Nilos. I love the Nilo boss. I don't like the Nilos. And Baba's puzzle room, which is just, killing a bunch of apes, is not really my strong suit. It's not my strong suit, which probably has a lot to do with me not finding it as fun. But for the most part, every other room is just so unique, so fun. It's not dragged out. You know how like some bosses feel dragged out? At least Nilos feel dragged out. Like, if you're not efficient at them, they just feel like, damn, this is taking forever. Like, let's fucking move on. Every room feels pretty quick, and it's really nice that there's a lot of staticness. For example, it's cool that there is a guarantee that you can do the light puzzle with a dragon pickaxe and using the dragon pickaxe special attack. It's cool that it's a guarantee as long as you make it to the mining thing in the middle within like a couple ticks, you can guarantee pass it every single time without fail. I love that. It would be so annoying if, it was like a 50% success rate. Like, 50% of the time, you're just not going to be able to fucking get it. You're going to have to do 2 light puzzles. Or, for example, the crocodile puzzle room where you're trying to go across those little obstacles and get the water, fill it. It's cool that guarantee you can do it in 2 if you don't mess up. By the way, those obstacles are fucky. They're weird. It feels like you don't even get hit by anything, and then like 2 ticks later, you see a 9. And you're like, what? Like, what did I get hit by? So over time, we'll discover what the mechanics are with those little spiky things. And but it is cool that you just fill the water once, kill the lizard or the crocodile, go fill up another one, done. It's just like guarantee. It's not like RNG. Oh, you only filled it 99. It's like, no, it's 100 each time. That feels good. It's reassuring. You're not like, I'm going to get RNG'd or something, It feels good. Every room, the crocodile room, I'm not going to be able to remember their names. Okay, wait, let me think. Zebak is the crocodile. Great room. It's fun. The invocation that I turned on has made that room kind of fucking unbearable. We were trying to push boulders into like those obstacles so you don't get fucked by the triple sound wave thing that the crocodile does. I turned on that invocation. It's like 5 invocation points. I'm turning it off because I literally died 3 times in a row last night. It was very tilting. But for the most part, it's a really fun room. Kefri, the bug, I really enjoy. It just feels good. There's invocations that can make it more tedious, but it's just like it's such an interesting room, and it just feels fast-paced, you know? It doesn't feel like, oh, I got to do this shit. I got to do this chore. Everything just feels really good, and you're hitting a lot. Akka, the humanoid, or I guess just a giant human, fun fight. It really is fun. There are probably mechanics I don't know of yet. There are a few things I'm a little irritated with where it can just like, and again, it's me turning on invocations for it, where he just changes prayers whenever the fuck he wants, and it's like really hard to just like be on top of that. But again, it's been 3 days. We got to give it some time. I really love that room though. It's really unique. The circle platform and everything about it, it feels so unique. It's just so cool. And then Baba, of course, I've already talked about. Not a big fan. But by the way, if any of you have ever played Crash Bandicoot Warped 3 on the PlayStation 1, that room, for some reason, just reminds me of Tiny Tiger. At the end of the first little portal room, after you complete all 5 levels, you face Tiny Tiger. And it feels similar. It's kind of interesting. So let me know down in the comments if you guys ever played that. By the way, like the video. I didn't say that earlier, but I would really appreciate a like. And if you guys are new and you guys enjoy the rambles, be sure to hit that sub button. And big shout out to the channel members. Anyway, the other things I wanted to say were, I am planning on soloing every single item. I think I might have already mentioned that. I want to solo everything. That is my plan. I want to, do a few more normal completions, then move on to expert indefinitely, just forever. But I got to wait until more mechanics are solved and I feel better about the raids and I can feel more comfortable turning on more invocations. The other thing is I will not be doing any herb runs or birdhouse runs for the foreseeable future, as in like the next couple months, because I stocked up pretty damn well. 7,100 brews, 5,700 restores, 9,300 prayer pots, bunch of stamps, useless, I think. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what I'll eventually start bringing. 780 sand fuse and like 3,000 super combats and 7,000 range pots. Like, we are balling out of control. We got a bunch of anglers as well. The only thing I'm low on is scales, which I will be having to do a little bit of Zora. I might stop using the Serp Helm, although I am using like a setup that feels comfortable for me. I will make adjustments clearly and over time. But yeah, TOA is fucking fantastic. Jagex nailed it. I'm so excited to grind more and more and more. I'll be live a lot these upcoming months. I won't really be doing anything else besides TOA. If, for example, I get Lightbearer and this Masori, so these 4 items, without getting this or this first, I will move on to Nex first before completing the Ward and the Shadow or whatever I'm missing, because I would like to get a Torva Plate Body. So Torva Plate Body is going to just be such a fun grind when you have a Lightbearer, Osmumten's and Full Masori. Like, that's just going to be fucking awesome. So as soon as I get these 4 remaining items, I will be going back to Nex, and then as soon as I get a Torva Plate Body, we'll go back to TOA, finish these, and then move on to like TOB and Chambers for the cosmetics and stuff. So a lot of shit to look forward to. Oh, it's so fun. If you guys have not done TOA, take it from me that a lot of the time when a new release comes out, it feels extremely overwhelming and like I'm not going to be able to figure this out for weeks. It feels like this was different. Because of entry mode, you go in there and you're not getting absolutely, punished for every single thing you do, even if you're making mistakes. It's pretty lenient when you go into a no invocation raid, and you can learn pretty quickly. In fact, I was just watching a few streams day one, and I went in for some entry modes, and I pretty much kind of got the gist of most things within just a couple tries. So if you guys are scared of, potentially being a slow learner or something, just go in, enjoy it. I swear within like 3 days, you'll feel pretty fucking comfortable. If you give it like 5 hours or so each day, you'll feel pretty comfortable. As long as you've had a little bit of raiding experience and have some decent gear. You don't even need crazy gear either, especially if you're going to be doing like entry mode stuff, in between 0 and 150 invocations. It's pretty chill. And, you can still get stuff even if you're on entry. It's just going to be really rare. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I will be making more videos talking about, like, whenever I get an item, I'll definitely upload, and whenever new mechanics or something I want to share about TOA comes out, I will be sure to make a ramble. So be sure to hit that sub button. Thank you guys so much. Keep grinding, boys. Let me know down in the comments if you've received any purples. I'd love to know what you guys have gotten, And yeah, let me know also like what team sizes you guys are preferring and just, other things that you found interesting for TOA release. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.